right, welcome to our Leal song. You didn't hear that, or you did. They're doing a great job. So my name is Mr. Gullett. With me is Miss Kay. She's student teacher from Cal State Fullerton with us all year. She's doing a fantastic job. I'm going to be kind of emceeing. Miss Kay is going to be conducting, and we are really excited. We have a lot of songs prepared for you. Just to give you a little bit of how we're going to do this performance to make it the most efficient. It kind of gets awkward if you have to clap every single song. They're short songs. So we made them into little symphonies. The first one's kind of short, there's 2 songs, and then there's like some 3, 4, 5 song symphonies. At the end of the symphonies, when their instruments goes down, that's when you know it's time to clap. That's the end of that little grouping, and we'll talk a little bit about what's coming up next. So our first 2 songs include a classic, Mary Had a Little Lamb, and our first benchmark we took back in October, which is Au Clair de la Lune. So that's how our concert kind of worked. Those were the songs we started learning back in October as we were getting our first sounds. I know you heard those first sounds well. Many sounds, all kinds of sounds at your homes. And hopefully you're starting to hear those squawks and squeaks and other odds and ends turn into real music sounds by now. And that's kind of the goal, and as they keep going on through Band at Leal, those squawks and squeaks start turning into more and more music, which we'll hear at the end of the year. We'll have one more concert at the end of the year with our level 2 and 3 bands. And we'll get to hear kind of what the progression keeps looking like. Our next set of songs is a little bit bigger set. The first one's called Down by the Station. That was our second benchmark they took. We'll talk about benchmarks a little bit later. We have Scaling the Wall. We have Good King Wenceslaw, which is a holiday old carol tune. And then we have Stomp Rock to finish the little symphony here going on. that took us into our 5-note songs. And once they learned their 5 notes, that was right around winter break. They came home playing Jingle Bells. That was like when we first got 5 notes. We're not playing Jingle Bells tonight. It felt like February is too late to play it. But we do have a bunch of other 5-note songs. So our next symphony is also a 5-note symphony, which is gonna be Go Tell Aunt Rhody, Cuckoo Samba, which is a tricky one with some cool rests on beat 1. And then we have our first duet, which is where half of our group's gonna be playing a different line from the other half, and we're playing a 2-part song here. So this is, and that's lightly round. So this is our last 5-note symphony. Together, they have to start stopping to use their ears and start just kind of memorizing where that note is. Before we start our next part of the recital, I do want to talk to you about how we kind of keep track of your students' progress. Because we have a bunch of students in band, and this is not me and Miss K's only school. So most of my day I'm at Tessoff Middle School, and so the way we track our progress is through our benchmarks. And our benchmarks, your students have a tag on their band bag, and there's stickers on that tag, and I grabbed one that definitely has 4. Good job, Alexander. So we're hoping that all of our students should be at 4 stickers in their tag. That means that they're up to date. We started our benchmarks in November, December, January, February, and these are a song that we're working on in class that they should be able to play by the time we take it. So we've been learning it in class, they've been practicing it at home. If they don't pass it, we have a retake day in class. And after that, they can come early or send us a video to get those stickers. So if they're missing a sticker, there should be a yellow, an orange, a green, and a blue at this point. If they're missing a sticker, if they're missing the blue one, we're still doing our retakes for that. That's coming up after our recital in the next 2 days. But if they're missing a different color, they can either get here early on our before school day, like not early, like just a little closer to 7 and let us know that they want to retake that. Or if they'd rather get it recorded at home, you can email me a video of them playing that song and we can pass it off that way. But that is how we check. And to go on to our level 2 class, we do need them to have all their benchmarks passed. That's kind of the way we do the progression there. And so we have 2 more benchmarks this year, and then we'll have May's kind of like get ready for our concert. Cool. Our next symphony is our last full symphony. We have a finale song after that. But our last full symphony, this includes Ode to Joy. This has Old MacDonald. This has Shark, which is the theme from Jaws. And then it has our last benchmark we just took, Keynote March. we will have an opportunity to take photos, okay? So after our final song, we will have the whole group there, and then we'll have opportunities to go row by row where you can come up when your student's standing up to get the photos. I will say this now, so I don't have to say it after. After the performance, our students aren't ready to leave yet. We do need their help packing up. So students, you guys hear me for a sec? Students, after the performance, that tag on your chair, you're gonna take it, and there's an extra one near you. You're gonna take it, and you're gonna throw it away. The trash can's right here. As you bring it over, as you go to pack up your instrument, okay? You're also gonna take those clips, and you're gonna leave them in the pink bucket. It's right by the pole. The pink bucket is right by the pole. That's where the clips go, so we have them for the next performance. After you packed up your instrument, students, what do you do? No, you're not going home. You're putting the stands and chairs away, because Mr. Gullett and Miss K are not doing that. And then after you put the stands and chairs away, you can come meet me probably over here for a treat, okay? All right, and here's our final song, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Big round of applause for our Leal Level 1 students. Awesome job. All right, go ahead and sit down. If you're on the ground level, any instruments on the ground level, stand up. Parents, if your student's sitting on the ground level, you can come up. You got about 15 seconds of photo time. It can't be forever though. And they're gonna